Welcome to today's Solidworks Electrical webinar. I'm Chris Turton and I look after the pre-sales and solutions here at Solid Applications. This is the second of a new series of webinars we've created, designed as an introduction to what can be achieved with the solutions we have available. I've created this presentation because I want to show you tools which will help you overcome some of the day-to-day challenges you face in your design process. This session will be recorded and a copy will be available for download after the webinar. And we also have a return on investment tool to help understand the benefits of a solution. This is available through your account manager and it's certainly something we'd like to help you work on. Let's start by taking a look at the Dassault Systems portfolio and the Solidworks family. The ethos here is that you have one common platform that communicates and shares the data around all disciplines that are involved in the product lifecycle. We start with using the industry standard CAD package, Solidworks. This will generate your design data and CAD files. All of your pre-prototype testing can be carried out with the Solidworks simulation tools, saving time and money on product validation. Technical communication should be a concurrent part of a design process, and this can be achieved with Solidworks Composer. We can integrate our full electrical design process into the workflow, from fully associated schematics right through to automatic wire and cable generation inside of Solidworks 3D. And this is the area we'll be concentrating on today. And to help control all of this information, we have a complete document management solution, which can control revisions, lock down and distribute correct data to the required departments. Some of the common issues that we've come across during the time we've spent with our customers are listed here. These are all from discussions, audits we've carried out, help desk calls, and even feedback from some of our customer events. What's really interesting here is that all of these have negative impacts on the design process. But they can be addressed if the correct tool or solution is implemented. Looking back at the portfolio, we can quickly assign these issues to a certain area, electromechanical. Typically, this area sits outside the design information loop, and the outputted documents are created by third-party pieces of software that have no link to mechanical design data. More and more companies are now looking for ways to streamline processes and increase the productivity in the workplace. They're always looking at tools which give them a reduction in product cost, but an increase in time to market. Therefore, we need to find the right product development cycles that balance the cost between the time to market. The pace of product development has increased dramatically recently as the demand on innovative products to be available quickly at the correct price point. One way to help achieve this is by looking at the internal process and streamline these to match the demands. What is Solidworks? Great question. Let's take a look. First of all, let's position the product for you. As you can see, it's not a tool for carrying out these activities, but it sits within these disciplines. And of course, in the Solidworks partner portfolio, there are products to do these sections and do these activities. What is it then? Solidworks Electrical is a complete electrical design system for cabinet design, advanced electrical system design, and harness development. In addition to the use of single line schematics, multi-line schematics, power logic schematics, and PLC logic schematics, as well as PNID schematics. It may be best to start by sharing some of what we've learned through our surveys and interviews with our customers over the past year. We asked them about inefficiencies of their current processes. We found several recurring themes that led to Solidworks Electrical. First, we learned that many using tools they describe as cumbersome or unproductive, Our customers shared their current 2D tools, shared that their current 2D tools were difficult to use. They felt that electrical functionality seemed to be bolted on to an existing product as a bit of an afterthought, therefore making the software a bit harder to learn and more complex to use than it really should be. They also revealed that sharing data is difficult across their own team, not to mention with other mechanical design teams and their purchasing group, all which need data and which needs to be integrated to their ERP systems. The second theme was the desire to reduce errors. Since errors are a significant cause of rework and wasted money and longer time to market. As we explored these issues, we learned that many of these errors were a result of poor collaboration capabilities of the existing systems. Some contributors to this poor collaboration were dependent on things like XML exports, and they're not automatic. Real-time updates to team members and a lot of integration, such as cable routing, was being done in the field rather than design process. We've talked about why businesses need to streamline and why they need to have a tool to help this. Now let's look in detail at the processes and where Solidworks Electrical can impact it. Traditionally, we work in a serial process. This sometimes starts with mechanical, sometimes starts with electrical. But this process can lead to longer times to market and longer development times. And you can see the areas that get affected by these. There's quite a lot of information to be shared around, and it's a long process. We believe this is a better way. Rather than a serial process, we're looking to implement a parallel process where information, integration, document can be brought together in the electrical and mechanical design process, therefore saving the cost. Being able to work in parallel is sequentially a much better way to work. These issues can be found earlier and better decisions can be made earlier. But in order to do this, we need different tools compared to traditional processes. When designing machinery and other products that typically combine both electrical and mechanical aspects, opportunities to use Solidworks Electrical products. Solidworks Electrical is a standalone product that enables the electrical engineers to plan and detail the electrical system to achieve design logic and electrical functions and create P&ID schemes. Solidworks Electrical 3D is an add-on to any Solidworks suite that enables the electrical design data from schematics created in Solidworks Electrical to be included in the overall 3D model or the machine or product. This enables the benefits including fits, clearances for equipment, adding sensors, adding DIN rails, electrical ducts, planning wire paths and cable paths, plus other benefits. Wire, cable and harness lengths are easily calculated and available to back into the 2D documentation. BOMs, including wire lists, they're all included in Solidworks Electrical. When working in an electrico-mechanical environment, it's sometimes forgotten how much work is carried out by each individual department to create the design solution. When interaction between disciplines is required, it generally happens after the work is carried out and costly modifications occur. Departments that work individually, doubling up on workload and outputs is necessary when systems are separate. This of course generates a lot of dead time that engineers could be using to further develop the product or be working on additional products. I know during my time I spent a lot of time going backwards and forward from electrical engineers, changing designs to fit and also discovering areas that needed to be accommodated in the mechanical design later on in the process. Let's take a look at Solidworks Electrical in action. Solidworks Electrical 2D is a powerful software that includes full functionality required for electrical engineers to complete their projects. It allows you to work and collaborate easily on several electrical design projects simultaneously, create comprehensive single or multi-line schematic diagrams, generate automatic reports and bills of materials, and even include manufacturing information or instructions. The line drawing planning tool, for example, provides innovative capabilities and can be used at any stage of a development process. With a library of over 500,000 symbols, allows a designer to create simple yet powerful representations of electrical wiring that are perfect for project management and reporting. You will also benefit from an extensive database of manufactured parts that are updated frequently and available from in the software. This allows you to search and find the right motor, contact, or any other electrical component when designing the system. Using simple tools, you can draw and define connections between components, regardless whether they're in design, or in addition, cables and wires can be assigned, even at this stage using the cabling window. After adding some terminals and selecting the right cable from the cable repository, you can assign the conductors as connections between electrical components. But more importantly, it's also linked automatically to the traditional detailed multi-line diagrams. So you don't have to do things twice. And this will help prevent errors as well as inconsistencies. Let's move on to the power and control circuits. With SolidWorks Electrical 2D, building the multi-line schematic diagrams couldn't be easier, thanks to the powerful integrated drawing features and the comprehensive symbol library. But what really makes SolidWorks Electrical 2D so unique is the ability to quickly reuse existing designs, such as that motor starter circuit. It's just a matter of associating the components with the new circuit with the components we already have defined. Cross-references are automatically updated, and in addition the manufacturer information and tags and wire numbers. This ensures that diagrams are accurate and are up to date and comply with industry standards. You will also be surprised on how fast you can insert terminal strips, commonly used in the industry to connect various equipment, and these are inserted and wired with minimum effort. More complex tasks, such as documenting PLC inputs and outputs, can be done just as easily thanks to specific tools. This enables you to tackle the development of any electrical system, and at any time you can also review the component properties for selected manufactured parts and clearly identify the contacts that are needed. This will avoid any costly mistakes. To streamline the development process even more and minimize errors, SolidWorks Electrical allows you to generate a number of reports: bills of materials, wire and cable lists, lists of PLC and input and output lists. These can be simply added to the project through the report manager. In no time and with minimal input, you can have your projects documented, ready for production. Some information like wire and cable lengths, however, cannot be calculated in 2D. The same holds true for wiring panel diagrams, but in Electrical 3D, go one step further and give other dimension to the work you're creating. Completely embedded inside of SolidWorks, it lets you collaborate efficiently and open the same projects. SolidWorks Electrical 3D provides you with all the tools needed to properly finish the integration of his electrical system. The remaining electrical components can be positioned very quickly using smart mates, or can simply be selected if they were previously placed. In fact, creating the electrical panel with ducts and rails or wiring all the components can be done very quickly with the numerous intuitive tools that are included. The align command, for example, lets you space these connectors precisely along the DIN rail mounting. SolidWorks Electrical 3D even allows you to automatically and almost instantly wire your electrical panel. For improved performance, the panels created using this 3D sketch route. You can still choose to wire the panel with standard routes, using the actual physical properties of the wires, colours, the diameters, which were specified in the 2D schematic. As expected, the wires and cables are intelligently routed inside the ducts to get a clean result. SolidWorks Electrical 3D helps to ensure that everything will fit correctly and accurately calculates the necessary wire and cable lengths before your final product reaches production. The calculated values can then be exported back into SolidWorks 2D and the previously generated reports to complete your documentation. And if necessary, you can export the manufacturer information as a PDF or a native DXF file, which can be opened up in DraftSite or similar 2D CAD packages. SolidWorks routing also has capabilities to help the design the process out. Let's take a closer look at the control panel and see how easy it is to create the ribbon cables. Once you've added the connectors to quickly create the ribbon cable, you simply edit the sketch and define specific paths or bends you required for this harness. It not only gives you more flexibility, but also eliminates the need to rely on the auto route tool. Additionally, the new intuitive manipulators are added to the route and can be used to stretch or twist the cable, and add an automatic fold if necessary. Let's create a flattened representation of the 3D harness. SolidWorks 2013 allows you to edit fan out in both the annotation and manufacturing representation. Options such as modification to the fan angle allows you to move the entire fan out or change space between individual segments of the fan out to tidy up your drawing. When generating the drawings, you can also have the ability to automatically add balloons on the wires. They provide more clarity when reviewing the manufacturing drawings, and they match the circuit summary and BOM tables. Featuring these 2D and 3D capabilities, SolidWorks offers an unrivaled solution for speeding up design and documentation of electrical systems, improving the collaboration between the mechanical and electrical teams, and eliminating any costly errors. Let's review what we saw during the demonstration. With a product that will integrate directly with the mechanical design process and the electrical design process that complements a parallel workflow. The product itself comes in 3 versions. SolidWorks Electrical Schematic. This is for use by the electrical design department and is completely standalone. SolidWorks Electrical 3D. This is the add-in for SolidWorks Mechanical. It can be added to the standard product, the professional product and the premium product. And this allows the mechanical department to work directly in the project simultaneously with the electrical guys and leverage all the design intent directly from that department. And we also have an electrical professional product, which is both products wrapped up into one license, both SolidWorks Electrical Schematic and SolidWorks Electrical 3D. And this is ideal for a business that the electromechanical design is carried out by one department or one individual user. This will require a SolidWorks license. Looking back at the processes, seeing what the product can do, we feel working in the parallel design process instead of a serial is sequentially a lot better way to work. Issues can be found earlier and the better business decisions can be made. Reviewing the initial impacts we saw at the start of the presentation, we've now seen how SolidWorks Electrical can address these issues directly and can help you in the business. It will help you move forward and realign your processes. And essentially giving you these direct benefits. As an engineer myself, I want to make my process simple and clean. I don't want to keep revisiting my design due to changes that could have been prevented. I want to spend my time innovating, not messing around with systems that are either partially or not completely integrated into my process. The SolidWorks solution set can do this for me. And when looking at Electro-Mechanical, there is no other fully integrated solution out there other than SolidWorks Electrical. This has brought us to the end of the session. As discussed at the start, this is the second of many webinars we're going to present over the next coming months, which will introduce you to the additional SolidWorks tools available and how they can help you. Why not take advantage of the return on investment tool to help identify your business issues and see how SolidWorks Electrical can resolve these? If you would like a full hands-on demonstration of a product, please contact us and I'd love to show you more. If you require any further information regarding our solutions, please take a look at the product section on our website or contact us directly via the numbers on the screen or your account manager. Thank you for your time. I hope to see you soon.